Hello students, now we will see the first problem. Okay, you have to prepare purchase book here in the books of Messrs. Needs Provision Stores. Okay, clearly they have said to prepare a purchase book. Purchase book format you all know, right? So first we will see the first entry. August 4th purchased from Nandya Rice Mills. Who is the supplier for us? Nandya Rice Mills. Okay, invoice number 1151. Then what we have purchased? 10 bags of super rice at rupees 2400 per bag, and trade discount they have given 10% per annum to us. Okay, so first entry we have written here. See in the purchase book, this is the format. You all know this, right? Serial number, date, name of the supplier, ledger folio, II number, invoice number. Then one amount column extra I made just to write the working note. Okay, then total amount column. So on first entry we will see 4th of August. So 4/8/2012 we have purchased it from Nandya Rice Mills. How many bags we have purchased? 10 bags. Per bag it cost 2400, so 24,000, and they have given a trade discount 10% to us, so 2400. So how much we should pay them? To 21,600. Okay, then we will see the second entry. August 10th bought from Kiran Flour Mills. Okay, so who is the supplier now? Kiran Flour Mills. Invoice number 1125. 20 bags of wheat flour on account at rupees 1550 per bag it is. So from Kiran Flour Mills we have purchased on 10th of August. So 10/8/2012 Kiran Flour Mills from supplier. Then 20 bags we have purchased flour mills 1550 per bag, and invoice number they have given 1125, and amount we have to pay 31,000. The next you have August 18th, okay, purchased from Canara Traders 10 tins of coffee at rupees 1400 per tin, invoice number 555. So from Canara Traders we have purchased, they are the suppliers. 10 tins of coffee we have purchased. Per tin it cost 1400. Okay, so on 18th, okay, we have purchased from Canara Traders. So 10 tins of coffee, per tin it cost 1400, so 555. Okay, total 14,000. Then next you have August 21st, bought office furniture for rupees 15,000 from Beauty Furniture Mart. Okay, and invoice number 1234 they have given. Now this entry we are not going to record in our purchase book. Why? Because it is a furniture asset. Okay, so we are not going to record it in purchase book. Only goods which we purchased on credit basis we are going to record in a purchase book. So as it is an asset, we won't record it in purchase book. Okay, then August 26th purchased from Messrs. Malenadu Ereka Traders 50 kgs of Ereka nuts for rupees 4,500 and 350 invoice number. So fourth entry on 26/8/2012 Messrs. Malenadu Ereka Traders. Okay, 350 invoice number they have said, and we have purchased for rupees 4,500. Okay, then what is the last entry? August 28th cash purchases from Anurag Traders Limited for 5,000. Now as it is a cash purchase, we won't record it in purchase book. You all know, right? Only credit purchases we will record in a purchase book. Cash purchases and asset purchases we won't record in purchase book. It will be asset purchases will be recorded in our assets books, and cash purchases will be recorded in cash book. So we won't record it in purchase book here. So only 4 entries we have here. So total amount, how much we have to pay for purchases, how much we have sent? 75,100. This is the total. So directly this balance will be transferred to ledger purchase account. Purchases account balance we can take it as 75,100 directly. Okay. Then we'll see the second problem. From the following transactions, prepare purchase book, sales book, purchase returns book as well as sales returns book. Okay, for the month of January 2015. Okay. And they have asked me to post into ledger. You can skip it. Okay, you can just prepare purchase book, sales book, purchase returns and sales returns book. Now first entry we will see bought goods from Arun for rupees 5,000. Bought goods, clearly they have said purchased, right? Bought means what it is? Purchased. So it will be recorded in purchase book. Okay. So see, it is a purchase book. Format we know, right? Serial number, date, name of the supplier, ledger folio, inward invoice number, then inner column amount, then amount outer column. So on first 1/1/2015, from whom we have purchased? Arun. So name of the supplier you should write Mr. Arun. Okay. How much amount we should pay him? 5,000 rupees. Invoice number they have not given, so leave it blank. Okay, 5,000 we have to pay him. Okay. Then second entry we have third. Okay, sold goods to Mohan rupees 3,000. We have sold the goods to Mohan here rupees 3,000. Sold means we should record it in sales book. See, it is the sales book we are having. Serial number, date, name of the customer will come. Then ledger folio. Then outward invoice number. Okay, then inner column. Then amount. Okay, now first entry here it is on 3/1/2015. Mr. Mohan. To whom we have sold? Mr. Mohan. What is the amount he has to pay us? Rupees 3,000. Then we will see next entry. Purchased goods from Varun rupees 6,000. Purchased goods means we have purchased it. So I have to record it in purchase book. Okay, on 5th. So we will record it in a purchase book now. Second entry, right? On 5/1/2015. From whom we have purchased? Varun. Okay, rupees 6,000. Then next entry we have 7th. Sold goods to Madan for rupees 2,500. So again we have sales here. So you have to record it in a sales book. 7th. Sold goods to Madan. Right? So second entry in sales book 7/1/2015. Mr. Madan 2,500. We have sold the goods to him. Okay. Then next we have on 9th. Returned goods to Arun rupees 500. We have returned goods to Arun. See, from Arun we have purchased on 1st, right? That we have returned means it is purchase return, right? From Arun we have purchased earlier. Now we have returned it. So purchase return. You have to record it in a purchase return book. For Arun rupees 5,500. See, this is your purchase return book. Serial number, date, name of the supplier means to whom we are returning the goods. Then ledger folio. What is DN number? Debit note number. Then inner column amount. Then amount outer column. So okay, first entry we have here it is 9/1/2015. Mr. Arun, right? To whom we have returned the goods. It is rupees 500. Then we will see the next entry. On 11th, Mohan returned goods to us rupees 500. See, previously we have sold the goods to Mohan rupees 3,000. Now he returned goods to us rupees 500. Means it is sales returns for us. Okay. So which you have to record in a sales returns book. Okay. Serial number, date, name of the customer from whom we have received it. Then ledger folio, CN number, credit note number. You all know this, right? Then amount. Okay. So first entry we have on 11/1/2015. Who has returned the goods? Mohan. So Mr. Mohan rupees 500. You should write it in a sales returns book. Then we will see the next entry. Okay. 11th over now. 13th. Returned goods to Varun rupees 1,000. We have returned the goods to Varun. Previously we have purchased from him. See on 5th. Right. So purchase returns it is 1,000. So we have to record it in a purchase return book. Second entry on 13/1/2015. Mr. Varun, to whom we have returned the goods of rupees 1,000 here. Okay. Then next we will see on 15th. Received goods returned by Madan rupees 500. See, on 7th we have sold goods to Madan, right? From whom we have received the returns now. So it is a sales returns which you have to record in a sales returns book. Okay. See, second entry 15/1/2015. Mr. Madan, who returned the goods to us of rupees 500 here. Then next we will see on 17th. Okay, bought goods from Karan less 10% rupees 10,000. Bought goods means what? Purchased. So which you have to record in a purchase book. So we will see third entry on 17/1/2015. Mr. From Karan we have purchased 10,000 goods and he gave us a discount of 10%. 10% less means what it is? 10% discount we have. So now only 9,000 we have to pay. Okay, 10,000 minus 1,000 discount, so 9,000. The next entry you have on 19th. Okay, returned goods to Karan rupees 1,000. Previously we have purchased from him, now we are returning it rupees 1,000. Okay, so we have to record it in purchase return book. See, third entry on 19/1/2015, Mr. Karan rupees 1,000 we have returned to him. Okay, the next entry we are having, that is on 21st, sold goods to Murthy less 5% rupees 2,500, sorry 2,800. Okay, we have sold the goods to Murthy, means which you have to record in a sales book. Okay, 21st entry. So we will see in the sales book now. Okay, so see, third entry 21/1/2015, Mr. Murthy. Okay, 2,800 you are having, and they have set discount of 5%. So 5% on 2,800, you will get 140. So you are going to collect only 2,660 from Murthy. Okay, the next entry we will see on 23rd. Murthy returned goods to us rupees 600. Murthy returned goods to us rupees 600. Murthy has returned the goods, so which you had to record in a sales returns books, right? Because Murthy previously we have sold the goods, now he has returned it. Okay, so third entry on 23/1/2015, Mr. Murthy rupees 600. Okay, which he has returned. Then we will see next entry after Murthy's entry, 23rd. Okay, next we have on 25th, bought from Kiran 10 bags of rice at rupees 1,000 per bag. Okay, we have purchased the goods from Kiran, and how much bags of rice we have purchased? 10 bags of rice. So 10 bags of rice at rupees 1,000 per bag. So 1,000 per bag means how much it cost. We will see last entry in our purchase book. Okay, fourth entry 25/1/2015, Mr. Kiran, from whom we have purchased. Nothing but he is the supplier. Okay, supplier name it is 25th. Okay, Mr. Kiran. Then how much we should pay him? 10 bags of rice we have purchased, 1,000 per bag, so totally 10,000 we are going to pay him. Okay, then next we will see next entry 27th. Okay, return to Kiran 2 bags of rice. We have returned the 2 bags of rice to Kiran now. Amount they have not given here. Then what to write? They have mentioned per bag it is 1,000, right? Now we have returned 2 bags of rice. So how much amount it is? 2 bags into 1,000. So it will be 2,027. Don't get confused that they have not given an amount there. Okay. So what you have to do there? 2 bags into 1,000. In previous statement they have given, right? Bought from Kiran 10 bags of rice at rupees 1,000 per bag, right? So 1,000 per bag, as we are having only 2 bags we have returned. So we will see the entry where we have to record it in purchase return book. Okay, so 27/1/2015 we have returned to Kiran, right? 2 bags of rice we have returned, so 2,000 into 1,000 per bag, so it will be 2,000. Okay, then we will see the next entry 29th. Okay, sold to Mahesh 10 bags of sugar at rupees 1,500 per bag. So we have sold 10 bags of sugar. To whom we have sold? Mahesh. Per bag how much it cost? 1,500 per bag. Sold means where you have to record it in sales book now, right? So see in the sales book, last entry 29/1/2015, to whom we have sold? Mr. Mahesh. So 10 into 1,500, 10 bags of sugar into 1,500 per bag, so it will be 15,000. Okay, the next you have next entry, last entry, it is 31st, received from Mahesh a bag of sugar being low quality. A bag of sugar means what? One bag he has returned to us. Okay, per bag how much it cost? 1500, right? So only they have not given the amount here. So we will see the entry now. Last entry which we have recorded in sales returns book, because Mahesh returned. Previously we have sold him and now we have received the return from him. Okay, on 31/1/2015, Mr. Mahesh, one bag of sugar into 1500 per bag. So it will be 1500. Now we will see the total of all the bags. Now it is over, right? All the entries we have recorded in respective books like purchase book, sales book, purchase returns book and sales returns book. All 4 books we have prepared here, right? So all the respective entries we have recorded in our respective books now. So we will see purchase book total how much we will get. 30,000, 5,000 plus 6,000 plus 9,000 plus 10,000. So altogether total how much we will get, it is 30,000. Okay. The next come to sales book, which will transfer directly to ledger. Total of the purchase book, how much we got now total of the purchase book here, directly 30,000 will be transferred to the directly purchase account, purchase ledger. Okay, no need to mention all these transactions once again. Directly purchases account 30,000 will transfer to ledger whenever we prepare the ledgers. Okay, then sales book, how much we get the total, 3,000 plus 2,500 plus 2,660 plus 15,000. So total you will get it is 23,160 rupees. Okay, so this will be directly transferred to sales account, means we will consider it as a sales account balance here. Okay, then next we have purchase return book. So how much we got the total now, 500 plus 1,000 plus 1,000 plus 2,000. So total we have 4,500 here, which you can consider as the purchase returns total to prepare the ledger balances, for the trial balances, or you can take it as a ledger balance account here. Okay, then last book we have, it is sales returns book. Okay, so sales returns book, what we are having, 500 plus 500 plus 600 plus 1,500. Okay, so total we have, it is 3,100 total of sales returns book. Okay, this is how we are going to prepare subsidiary books. If they ask you to prepare only one subsidiary book, it will be for 6 marks. If they ask 2 books or more than 2 books, like 4 books they ask you to prepare, it will be for 12 marks. Okay, so remaining sums I will tell which all you have to solve. Already I have sent the PDF, so with the help of it I want you to solve the homework problems, all homeworks from the subsidiary books. Okay, I will tell which all you have to solve. In the next video I will explain the homework sums so that you can sort it out. Okay, now whatever doubt you have in this video, you can get it clarified. Okay, first listen to the video properly. Okay, 1 6 marks problem I have explained and 1 12 marks problem. Okay, next whatever sums you are having in your book, which you have to solve, and whatever PDF I have sent, I want you to take a printout of it, right? That is a printout, problems which you are having in it, all the sums which you have to solve as a homework. Okay, in the next video I will explain the all homework sums which you have to solve. So after listening this video, still if you have any doubt, you can get it clarified. Okay, don't hesitate to ask any doubts. Okay, once or twice go through the video. If you won't understand anything, get it clarified. Okay, now here one problem I have explained of 6 marks, that is only purchase book, and whatever 4 books we have prepared, it is of 12 marks. Okay.